One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to... him off course. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense going to get the chance to start this game off. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This Land of Lincoln trophy was a very different trophy before adopting the bronze top hat to honor our tallest United States president and Illinois rail splitter, Abraham Lincoln.
It's a very cool trophy with very interesting origins, and the top hat was actually designed by Dick Tracy's cartoonist way back in the day, so a little bit of added history to this very storied rivalry.
All right, now Reese has got me thinking, how tall was Abe Lincoln? Like, I know he's the tallest president, but did the top hat count? All this stuff, this is really important stuff.
Another... on third down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time today. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen,
just steamrolling the defense. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense. It makes you really be honest.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Number 17.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the Huskies, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Setting up the screen. He's past the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and up.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Fires to the big fella. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was...
There he goes! He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. To the air, it's Applewhite. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. rides the back and leaves it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Valentine. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Throwing right. Hits the open man. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Illinois. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Stands in and takes the hit. And this will be incomplete. Hit there forces second down. This rivalry started back in 1892. The two teams played the ties in each of their first two meetings, but then Fighting Illini said enough with the ties and won 66-0 the third time they met.
Yeah, these rivalries, they go back so far. It's so interesting to me. Back to the 1800s. I mean, the Big Ten, I know, is the conference of trophies, but the bronze top hat, the Lincoln lineage, this is a fun one to talk about.
Yeah, Land of Lincoln Trophy, whatever you want to call it now. But you're right, David. In the Big Ten, there's just so many of the great college football rivalries. And in the state of Illinois, this is one you got to watch every year.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Brings it in down the left side. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He has the first and still on his feet. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their...
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Huskies. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, after that incompletion now, you got 4th down in your own end, but based on the fact they've scored 2 touchdowns and kicked a field goal now, they've been looking pretty good. And if I'm the head coach, I think I'm putting a lot of faith and trust in my offense to go get this thing.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Illini. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Got his man out of the backfield. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Steps away to find some room. This time he's got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Huskies are on the move. Wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man on the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Applewhite. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a... digit deficit, still a 10-point game. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. With the catch, it's Brock.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or a tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And that incomplete pass caused by... Big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell when he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Catch in the middle, it's dropped. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. There's the pressure. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On the run, still looking. Caught behind the line. It's Brock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking for a man. It's Newton. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Good job to get away from the rush, but he couldn't throw an accurate ball on the move.
No, and listen, that's why you want to get quarterbacks off their spot, right? Where he's like, I want to make him scramble and get outside the pocket. Not some guys, but when I do, I have to have a plan of how I'm going to close in on him, put some pressure on him, make him throw the football a little bit faster, a little bit sooner than he wanted to.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, going to the air. Might be looking to run. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make.
Hey, that's a live ball. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Huskies will have it 1st and 10.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense. they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's going for it all. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. And the PAT will... them 1 point closer.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll try the right side. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They're going to run it. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run.
He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, fighting Illini. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it.
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be right. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll do it himself on the draw.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to throw, it's Newton. Fires to the middle. And the missed connection on third down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
To the air on second down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Blasted as he lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon. Nice. There, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Slippery slide, find his way and from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that. So
he's got it inside the 15. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the tight end. The ball pops out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Husky. And they've moved up
for him. That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good start, they need another one for you.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. It's a seam wide open. The 10. Touchdown Illini. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Rifles it down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Brock. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job.
Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Looking for more room.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
The give and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Might as well stick with him. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Dropping back, it's Newton. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's got enough for the 1st down, and do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
In the land of Lincoln, few things as valuable as the bronze top hat.
it.